Peace, fam. At one Raw Soul Nation, Universe is revolutionary. And check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I watched the new Will Smith movie, Emancipation. Yo, that movie was pretty good. uh, it was pretty good, man. A lot of times we say we're tired of slavery movies, right? And uh, at one time I used to think like, you know, yeah, I'm tired of slavery movies. Give me some better movies. Um, at the same time, I got to thinking, well, everybody's not always here, right? So um, people that are just being born or just coming to the planet, they got to learn. They got to see what happened. And if these movies uh, are based on the truth and they're accurate, then they should be seen, and so people can get the history and the knowledge from it. So yeah, they still should make them. I mean, they should always make other movies too, but like they always will. But actually, when it comes to movies, and people say they want to see, some movies about like a Mansa Musa or something like that. That's cool too. That should be done. But they probably don't even have much information on, you know, showing a movie like this. I mean, it's gonna go into mythology if anything. It's gonna start going into a lot of mythology as some things do. But let's see. But what I want to talk about this Will Smith movie and Emancipation is uh, I like the way I like his I like the way they show him push him forward. I like that. I like the it was real deep because in one scene where uh, he finally escaped fully and made it to Lincoln soldiers, right? Like, and he got it. He was wanting to be into the military so he could fight uh, in the war, in the Civil War, right? The Civil War. Um, he was when he got in there and they were marching. They like marching, choo, 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 and doggone people are getting shot. There's right beside them, right behind them, right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh snap, you still got to keep just marching straight, and people getting shot right. I'm like, oh, yo, I had to dip off to the side or something, yo. Like, but I had to get by a tree or something, yo. Like, but they running up into these little weak barricades. I'm like, man, bullets flying. So that's serious. And thinking about that, you start thinking like, man, you know, these ancestors really, really went in. And, you know, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a civil war. So it's all these people fighting and trying to kill each other. And, the people, they're trying to get things right. And there's a fight against slavery and a fight against control over the lands. And, so it's wild to think about. And you got to think, man, like people fought for us to be free now. So we've been free, you know. And so I think a lot of backtracking has been done in the minds of a lot of our people that they if they backtrack for the worst in the sense of their mindsets, and they're not looking forward as far as industrializing and moving, stronger. Uh, at the same time, I say that because in this movie, it really shows a lot when it comes to what has happened. That's why I want to talk about the movie. The movie itself is really good. It shows a lot about what was going on. It's real brutal, um, and it's talking about the man itself, the guy that the movie is based on, was a slave. The dude with all the slashes on his back. When you see the picture, they showed like the scene in the movie where the soldiers took the picture of his back so they could show the world what was going on. That's how slavery was, and so it's deep, it's deep like that. This happened. So you got to think that people got to think about these things, man. For real, like, dude, so if you try to see a better situation in society, people got to think about what's really going on and what's really been happening, and the type of fight that that the people are in, as of today, still right. Um, in this movie, you have Will Smith. I think the brother name is Gordon. They call him Whip Peter. Uh, is real deep parts when because they always showing like the like uh like some preacher, somebody reading from the Bible, preaching certain passages about slaves obeying their masters, uh like they would do Christ or God and things of this nature. And and you see a lot of that going on. And the character in the movie, he has a strong faith, so he's trying to get back to his family because he got ripped from his family, his wife, and I think he had a son and two daughters or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And so, he desperately wants to get back. They got him slaving on this railroad, and we find out that Lincoln is, you know, has done the Emancipation Proclamation is out and it's been signed and everything, and he freed the slaves, and so the people are free. And he overhears slave plantation owner talking to some of his overseers, like, Lincoln freed the slaves, and he's sitting over there listening. He hear it. Like, can you imagine like being in that situation and hear them say the president freed you because you're not a slave anymore, and they're trying to keep it quiet over here, but you overhear it. You know what I'm saying? What do you start? How do you? And they're not coming to try to. They're not coming to tell you, oh, guess what? The president freed you. You can go. Or you can be chilling or whatever. Do your thing. Or, you know what I'm saying? What do you do in that sense? Like, is bugs. So I think that movie needs to be checked out and uh, you know, take it in, get an understanding from it. There's always knowledge in movies. You know. Will Smith did a good job. Will Smith was a dope actor. Um, the situation with him and that slap, I think that was after he uh, did this movie. Um, that wasn't before that because I think they said that COVID was going on during the time they were shooting that movie. So um, people would say it's about him trying to get award. I mean, they're always trying to get awards. That's nothing. Excuse me. Mm, that's nothing. So, right, that's bugged out. So but they always trying to get awards or whatnot. So there's nothing for him to try to get an award for. But and they said Will Smith said he wasn't doing slavery movies, but I guess he felt the need to do this one. I mean, for what it's worth, he told a good story. So yeah, check it out, man, and hey, tell me what you think, if you liked it, if you got anything from it. There's a lot that went on in that movie, man. Um, uh, uh, back to the preacher thing, with them preaching the words of the Bible and making them slave harder. Uh, there was a part where they're in like a cage, and one of the slaves is thrown in the cage with the rest of the people in there. I think Will Smith tells one of the guys to have faith in God or something, and the slaves like, have faith in God. Where's your God? What type of God would have us here in this? Right? Like, what have we done to have to get put in here? Or what have I done individually to get put in here? You know what I'm saying? Any of that. Uh, can you punish a whole people? Is my question. Is it right to punish a whole people for the actions of a few or the actions of any of them? If it's not you, right? That's not right. Um, to put everybody in the same horrible condition because of their actions, and you're not involved. And even if you're involved involuntarily. That's not right. That's not fair. But okay. Uh, but just to think, it was saying Will Smith character was like, I don't know why God chooses to let some people hear him and not others. He's like, but I will pray for you. That's deep. That's deep. Because you don't know. Some things people say they see or hear or understand. A lot of people don't, right? And some people say, I've seen angels or I've seen heaven. Some people say they've seen hell, you know, and some people say they haven't seen anything. Some people say these people are lying. Some people say they've heard God or they've heard angels, or even people that they know are past, they've seen them. Some people say, no, you're lying. I haven't seen anything, right? So I don't know why God chooses to let certain people hear or see and some people not. I don't know. Maybe that's balance. Some people see, some people don't. Some people hear, some people won't. Some people rich, some people broke. But yo, on the real, the movie Emancipation was good. It was dope. Check it out. Check it out. It had a good ending. I love the ending. Ending is dope. Uh, Anything that's good about family, I'm down with. And he got back to his family. And his wife did something that was serious, to stick with her family while, he was out there. And that movie was good, man. The movie was good. She put her hand in like I think it was one of the machines to cut her hand off, so she would have to stay with her children in that plantation because they was gonna move her away from the children. And one of the slave masters couldn't wait because he was ready to get up mess with her daughter. Yo, yeah, check this movie out, yo. The movie was dope, yo. For people saying they ain't want to check it out, fine, but they're gonna miss out on something good. Stop missing out. Yeah, stop missing out on good stuff because of what people are saying or what you believe something might be. Just check it out for yourself. Whatever it is, just check it out for yourself. And on that note, this is Ant One, Rosso Nation. The universe is revolutionary. Play your part. Peace.